Hi folks, so today I'm having a wee run along the south side of Loch Lomond. I'm just outside Balloch, heading towards Drymen, and I just stopped here to switch the camera on, some garden centre or other. So what I'm going to do today is go to Drymen and then up to Milarochy Bay and have a nice wee sit down with my flask of coffee. That's the plans. So let's get going. So once I've been up to Milarochy Bay, I'll head down through Stirling, well down past Stirling and home that way. Let's get going. It's turned out lovely now. It's turned out really nice. Because it was raining when I left home. So I had all my waterproofs and my big jacket on. But it's all changed now with the sunshine. Loch Lomond looks beautiful in the sunshine. I was going to head up the west side, go up to Luss, where the film would take the high road, and then head up to the Drovers Inn for a bowl of soup, but as usual time's getting on and I don't want to be heading home in the cold and darkness again, so I've decided once I got to Balloch I'll head along the south side of Loch Lomond and go to Milarochy Bay. It's a lot quicker than going all the way up the west side of Loch Lomond and then Crane Larach. That's a good long run down the road for there, so that's what I'm doing today. Do the big one another day. But the road, oh there's horses. Hello. So the road up the east side of Loch Lomond only goes as far as River and then from then on it's the West Island Way footpath that you'll be on, so I'm just going to head partially at that road, just the distance over there. I've climbed that a good few times. It's a cracking day out. End up quite a lot of folk on days out and stuff. There's a tourist path going up Balloch, I'm going to take a walk up there, and they don't really have the kit for it, and the weather can change pretty damn quick. So there's been a few folk had to get rescued off of there over the years. Going up there in flip-flops and shorts and stuff. So. But on the way up the path there's a rocky bit, and it's quite a big rock, and it's called the Granny Stopper. It's to stop all the grannies try to get up the hill. Nice wee cottage. I never caught the name of this place, but it's a 30 zone, so keep an eye on the speed. Still got plenty of fuel, so I don't need to get any fuel. Especially those prices, I don't need to. Shuckle about, get my bum comfy. Slow roadworks. Let's see what's happening. There was traffic lights further back. no roadworks. Yeah, so the West Island Way, it starts just outside the north end of Glasgow, a town called Balmaha, and you head up there round the sort of west end of the... can't remember the name of those hills now. God damn it. Sure how long it's been since I've been helicoptering. It goes round the bottom of some hills and heads through some lovely countryside and a couple of wee villages, and then it gets up to Drymen. A lot of folk end up there the first day, and then they head up the side of Loch Lomond. It keeps heading up the Tree Milarochy. When me and my son did it, we kept walking all the way up to the campsite at Milarochy Bay, and that's like, I think it was 25 miles or something we did first day with big backpacks on and stuff. So we got to the campsite and we stopped at the Oak Tree Inn for some dinner. We'll go past that, it's a little off the top, and they've got a couple of wee cottages and rooms to rent and things, and they're all made out of slate. The buildings are all made out of big chunks of slate, it's really lovely. So we stopped there and had dinner, and then it was quite late on by the time we got to the campsite, so it was dark. Obviously the office was closed and stuff, so we thought, oh, well, we'll just pitch our tent, you know. So we got our wee two-man tent up and all our stuff, you know, the air beds and the sleeping bags and everything, and rucksacks all arranged, got ourselves comfy, just lay down, and there's somebody sort of taps at the tent, excuse me, and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sakes, you know, what is it? I'm like, hello, and he goes, I take it you just called here, and I'm like, yes, and he goes, you should really have put your tent over there, you know, about another 50 yards across, and I'm, really? Why? What's the problem? And then he said there was a storm last night. There was a bad storm and some of the tents got blown over and stuff. So we moved all the campers to the other side of the campsite. And I'm like, but there isn't a storm tonight, you know? So basically get lost and I'll see you in the morning. What a thing you do, eh? Chat somebody up just as they're getting to sleep and then tell them they need to move their tent. Isn't it happening? And then because I'd walked so far the first day, my feet were a wee bit sore, and so the next day we just walked up the side of Loch Lomond. It's quite a sort of windy, hilly kind of path at that point. And so we got to the River then in Youth Hostel, and we thought, right, well, what do we do now? Do we keep walking and camp out in the middle of nowhere somewhere, or do we just stay here tonight? This lovely old sort of Victorian hunting lodge that's a youth hostel, so I'm like, yeah, I'll just stay here, you know. So it's really good. There was a load of school kids in, and what the hell's coming up? Road ahead closed. There was a load of, like a couple of minibuses full of school kids in staying, and there was a cook had been brought in to feed them. So there was a lot of food, so we didn't even have to make our own food. This guy made all sorts of stuff and there was leftovers. So we got a lovely 3 scran and helped the guy clear up the kitchen, you know. He was going to take care of everything himself. I said, no, I'll give you a hand. So we did that, and that's, I was saying on the last run that I managed to empty the room in the youth hostel. The room was snoring. quite bad for snoring if I'm really tired. Zonked out. Drymen, Balmaha. Let's go this way. That's us. Welcome to Drymen. So, a nice wee place. There's lots of snowdrops. That's bonny. Nice church there. Graveyard. It's a nice wee place. There's a shop and a couple of shops and a pub and whatnot, so it's really quite nice. Remember coming up here to Milarochy Bay to go kayaking quite often. Buchanan Arms, that looks nice. I came up to go kayaking a few times, and used to sometimes go into the pub up here. I'll show you it. Used to go in there for a cup of coffee or something, and yeah, it was lovely. So this is it, a nice old pub, the Drymen, and it's the Weir Hotel. It's nice in there. Very nice. Got the hanging baskets out, flowers and everything. So yeah, that place is always busy when through the summer and whatnot, when the West Highland Way is at its peak. So what have we got here? The Clachan. That's a pub. 1734. That's been there for a while, eh? Right, so that was Drymen. There's a bakery and deli there. Couple of shops, B&B's, big car park. So it's a nice place to come if you're ever up this way. There's a wee butcher shop as well. Big ass tractor. There's another hotel in there. What's that one? That's the one that takes on the bus loads. Ah, it's still the same hotel, it's just bigger round the back. Never noticed that. So this is a lovely wee road along here. And it's been years since I've been up this way as well. I can't even remember the last time I was up here. Look at that, that's just gorgeous. Wee river down there. If I mind right, there's a nice church up here as well. But I might be mistaken. Yeah, I think I am mistaken. So that is about. It's an alcohol-free camping zone up here, and a camping management zone as well, because I had a hell of a bother with folk wild camping and just wrecking the place, hacking bits of trees off, leaving all their tents behind, just burning them out, leaving all their crap. And a kill over there, I think it's Cannock Hill or something. That's part of the West Highland Way, you have to go over the top of that. Or you can bypass it and come down that wee lane there and then walk along this road. That's what me and my laddie done, because it was getting quite late in the day. So instead of the big hill, we just came round and down over the fields there onto this road. I'm going to get pulled in along here and let this car past. So I keep slowing down to look at stuff. There you go, buddy. I'm sure it's kind of cool. It's got a cracking view across Loch Lomond. A lot of the sort of postcard pictures of Loch Lomond with the islands in the middle are taken from up there. Cool. Surely there's some Highland cows up here as well in the fields. Not just roaming about the road, you know. You see that sometimes if you're way north in the Highlands, there's like Highland cows and sheep and flipping goats and stuff like that just wandering about on the roads. You have to be pretty cautious. So nice to be back up here again, especially in a lovely clear day. I'm so pleased. Actually, no, the path didn't come down back that way. It came down here. It came down past these houses. That's where it was. It came down felt there. That's the bypass, so you don't have to go up the hill. Fucking dog. Hiding in the shadows, barking at everything. And this is where the nice wee white church is. Up this road. What's it in there? Nice wee country churchyard. Not going in today though. Father Brown's not going to church today. Weir sitting on the bike there, sitting on the crossbar. There's the start of Loch Lomond now, you can see it over there. This is the wide bit. The bottom end of the loch's really wide. And there's some islands out that way. One of the islands has got wallabies living on it. Somebody that lived on the island had them, just let them run around. So you go paddling out, your kayak or your wee boat or whatever, and then the next thing you know there's like a lovely pine forest and lots of trees and stuff, and then a wallaby goes hopping past. And it's an inch or an inch long or something like that. But yeah, it's quite exciting. There's a couple of islands that are quite close together and it's really shallow between them. There's a really nice sandy shallow bit between the two islands called the Geggles. Don't know why it's called the Geggles, but it is. And you can walk across from one island to the other. It's about waist deep at the most. So it's this place, Balmaha. 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 There we are. I might take a run up to Riverdale and once I've been to Milarochy Bay, have a wee seat there, maybe have a wee snooze. It's just a bit warm enough to sleep outside again. Yeah, that's those cottages I was talking about that you can rent there. These things, they're really nice. Just made out of big chunks of slate and stone. There's the shop. You can sit outside and have something to eat. Coffee shop and ice cream. Looks like he's having a variety of chips. There's an omelette. Can't quite tell. Wee shop. Drinks, groceries, gifts, outdoor gear, beer and wine. And then here you've got the Oak Tree Inn. I keep meaning to book myself and my wife in there for a while. We'll be going on our anniversary. It's a lovely place though. The food's smashing. I've been in there a few times for a meal. You can sit outside in the sun as well. Awfully nice. And then there's the Boatyard. Yeah, it's a lovely thing, that. Private parking, no unauthorised vehicles. I didn't see that, did you? I don't remember seeing that. This is the Boatyard. I'll just have a wee run round. There's still people live on the island up here. This is private. That must just be for the houses. I'll back out. I don't want to upset anybody. There's probably a bunch of get out my land people living there now. But yeah, a lot of folk for the pub take a walk up here around the Boatyard. I think they get a bit sniffy about it. So I'll just go around here. So I was saying there's still people living on some of the islands. And they've got some lovely old wooden steamboats. Steam-powered boats, you can go on wee trips. And one of them's a post boat. So I don't think it's a steamboat that they use, but there's a post boat. And it takes the mail out to the islands. There's the old wooden boat over there. I'll get a couple of pictures and then we'll head off. Water level looks really high. Looks really high. Yeah. Oh, it's nice to be back up round here again, I tell you. What gear man? Yeah. Don't like to be listening to the engine. Yeah. So this is the bottom end of Loch Lomond at Balmaha. Okay, I'll stop the video there just now, go take a few pictures. So there we go. I was chatting to that, I think you might have seen him on the camera, the chap with the yellow jacket and the push bike, old boy. And it was a nice wee chat with him. He's local, stays just up the road there. His son lives in France, lives outside Paris, and he works in Paris, and he's got a Ducati Diavolo as a commuter bike, so he gets in and out of town pretty damn quick on that. Aye, but I was saying the water level's a wee bit high. A bit higher than normal. You can't walk out to the pontoons there. And he says, oh, that's not the highest it's been. He was saying it was right up, halfway up that red shed there one time, about 5 years ago. Imagine that. Flippin' heck. Right, let's get going. But he says the guy that has this boatyard isn't really doing much with it. You know, the potential's there to make some good money and put new pontoons in and rowing boats and stuff, but he's not much bothered, seemingly. Some nice yachts and stuff. There's a statue of Tom Weir just down a bit. See if I can get stopped there. Shibby-dibby-doo! And Shalach Ferry, and Shalach and Chalach, something like that. Anyway, you can get the ferry for there to one of the islands. Oh, there's that Tom Weir statue. I think I'll get stopped and have a wee look. Yeah, what the heck. This'll do, it'll just be for a wee second. I've got my blue badge so I can park on double yellows if I want. Just in case somebody starts greeting, I'll put my badge up. Better be there when I get back. Get me whacking sticky. Tom Weir was an avid outdoorsman and did a lot of mountaineering and walking and stuff, and he had a TV series called Weir's Way. I'm yawning now. I had his TV show Weir's Way. I remember watching it. He would pick out wee bits of paths and stuff and go for walks. And I think he liked this area particularly, so this is him. Tom Weir, with his big red nose. MBE, 1914 to 2006. Aye, there he is. Up Glen Luss, looking towards Loch Lomond, and there's the islands. That's the islands there. You can see, that's him. There's his wife, Molly Weir. She was an actor, or actress. Anyway, we'll have a wee look at his statue. Just leave your fucking big sticks lying about. Dog walkers. Aye, this is him, Tom Weir. I don't know if it's life size. It must have been pretty wee if it was. His binoculars, and his walking boots, and his long socks, and his wee rucksack. Aye, that's him. Tom Weir from Weir's Way. I think I'll get a wee a picture. Actually, I'll switch the camera off now and get a picture. That's what we'll do. So I'll catch you in a wee second. Right. As I said, a wee look round at the Tom Weir rest over there. We look at the Boatyard. So I'm going to continue up to Milarochy Bay now and have a seat and a cup of coffee. I've got my flask. Let's see. A flask of coffee there, it should still be hot. Now I can hear a wee plane. Not entirely sure where it is. I think it's over that way. Because over at Loch you can get there's a Loch Lomond seaplane. And you can get wee tours around the Highlands. It even goes up to the Isle of Skye. You can go that far on it as far as I remember. Or is it Fort William? I can't mind anyway, but you can get local tours and further afield. I think it goes down to Glasgow as well. Right. Old red post box. There's a sea kayak. North Shore. There's another one. There's another motorbike. What's that? A Triumph Tiger. Roar. Uh-oh. What's going on here? You need the hand? Yeah. Uh-oh. You manage okay? I think that's neutral. Okay. Right, you manage. No bother. But it looks like all the mud is dumped it somewhere. Possibly there. Yeah, he's been in there, look. He's went off the road. I'm not entirely sure what I would have been able to do to help. So this is the wee single track road I was talking about earlier that goes as far as River Dennon. That's West Highland Way right on the Loch side there. There's usually some Highland cows sticking about here. Stotting about here, I mean. There's another upended tree. I wonder how long that's been like that. There's no cars about, so I'll just take my wee time. Clear way, parking is not permitted, apart from if you're going to be lay-by. That'd be alright. There's a lot of mushy leaves and stuff on the road, so I'll just take my time. Is this the car park here? It is indeed. Milarochy Bay, Loch Lomond in Trossachs National Park. There's a toilet block and a wee office thing. I think if you're taking a boat in that's it's got an engine of any sort, then you need to buy a ticket. Looks like the toilets are shut. That's nice again. A few cars parked. Where shall I go? I'll get turned round and stick it in here. I don't think anybody's begun doing the slipway of the day. I don't think so. I'll get turned round, go down on the beach, have a wee seat. A wee sit down. So I've got my camp chair and my flasks, so I'll get myself comfy. So I find that these days if I go like in a longer journey, I'm not comfortable sitting just on the rocks or on a tree stump or something, so yeah, this is it. So that's the west side over there. That goes away up past Luss, up past those hills in the distance. There's a tiny bit of snow on that north facing slope, and it goes away up to Crean-Larach. And the top of Ben Lomond's just up there. And like I say, you go up to River Dennon and there's the Ben Lomond car park and there's a pier and stuff. But yeah, this'll do me for a wee while. That's the islands, some of the islands are there. And then there's a couple of islands there, I think there's 3 there. And between the one at the back and there's one that you can't quite see, that's where the Giggles is. You can walk between them. The one with the I was going to say albatross. What the hell am I going to say albatross for? The wallabies is up that way. I think it's not that one, the first one you can see. It's the one beyond that. It's got the wallabies on it. So that's us. I'll get back to you again once I've got myself sat down. So here we are, Loch Lomond. Oh, the Cameron House Hotel, remember, it's been on the news. They had a fire. One of the night porters put a plastic bag with hot ashes in a store cupboard and it set fire to the place and a couple of guys died, this couple. They died. The Cameron House is way over that way. That's a real tragedy, that one. Imagine that, you go away for a weekend and end up dying in a fire. The hell with that. Anyway, I'll go down the beach. roots on these trees are crazy, look at them. Crazy looking roots on these trees. Not sure what kind of trees they are though. Can't quite tell. Oh, nearly tripped over a rock. Yeah, just look at that. Nice wee seat in there. There's quite a lot of these trees all the way along the beach that are got these funny roots. It's like the ground's been washed away at some point. Yeah, so this is the south end of Loch Lomond and the islands. And right behind us is the West Highland Way. This is actually it. This is the West Highland Way path. Yeah, I'm going to have another wee sit down and then I'll see about getting ready and heading down the road again. That's my camp chair. It's one of these ones that folds right up. And all goes into this bag, that wee bag there. So it's ideal for taking on the bike. You can get ones with a lower back, but they're lower to the ground, and the ones that are lower to the ground, I find them a bit less comfortable, and the lower back doesn't help, so I got the high back one. There's my flask of coffee. Flask of coffee is still hot. So, yeah. That's it, I'm having a lovely day. Just sitting here, minding my own business. Because it's the middle of the week, it's really quite quiet as well, so there's only a few folk walking about. So I'll just leave you all here with the view of the loch, and I'll say thank you again for watching my video, and I'll see you all next time.